Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. This is about a spool holder. So for my 3D printer, how I hold the spools in place while I'm printing. Because I'll just quickly show you on my 3D printer the problem I had. So on my 3D printer, as you can see, it's got this cartridge thing on the back. So in that cartridge, I've got a small spool on there and it threads through the top, over the top and clips into the nozzle itself, where it has a little motor that pulls it all in and heats it up and extrudes it out. This is only for 1/4 of a kilogram. I have, as you can see there, 1 whole kilogram. So as I couldn't fit it in the cartridge, I needed some way of holding it while it unravels into the 3D printer. So this was actually my first printing project that I had on this machine. I thought I'll use up the majority of the material that I've got left in that spool in the back to make a holder, because once I've run out of that material I can't really print anything else without having a spool to hold it, a spool holder to hold it. So this maximizes the print bed. It's 140 by 140 by 140, so it just holds the width of that right there. I had to make this into 2 separate parts to limit the spare material that you have to break off at the end. But to be honest, it didn't even reduce that material that much, because it still had to have all those support structures in there. So if those two were combined, it'll have exactly the same amount of wastage than it had in the first place. So in my next development stage, which is now, I will combine those 2 parts. That part has to clip over the top, but I'm not too sure if there's some other way that I could do that. We shall see. Even if it is the same part, I can reduce the amount of material in there. And this whole thing itself can be a bit more stable, like with some rubber bases. That would look quite nice. And what I'd quite like to do is use the same aesthetic as I've got on my bottle holder. So then all of the products in my my product range can be the similar continuity style throughout. So I'll start off by doing some drawings to sketch out some ideas, and then I'll cut it up and print it and see what we get to. So let's get to it. So this is the spool holder. It spins quite freely, as you can see here, which is very good because all it wants is to be like have a little bit of a tug from the 3D printer when it's printing, and it should freely just rotate like that and allow more feed to come out. So that works quite well. It's got the signature flick, similar to what I have on my water bottle holder. And then on each side, I've got these little bits coming out, which are at the same height as the flick. Therefore, if you have another one of them, you put it up to that. I think on this side, you can see there's a nylock nut in each one. That means that you just bolt through this side and then it joins them together and it's all kept inside and you can't see it from the outside. And it keeps them flat together. So that'd be quite cool. So if you had like 2 or 3 next to each other, you can have a printing unit almost. And that'll help it keep balance. But I've got these little rubber pads on the bottom, so it shouldn't really, it doesn't want to fall over anyway, so that's quite cool. I like that. I think it looks quite snazzy as well. So the next part of the project will be doing a little wire clip here to hold it in so it doesn't all unravel itself like it is doing now. So I'll put that in the next video. So if you'll join me for that, that'd be great. Thank you very much for watching.